taking the side panel off because I had a shower but couldn't hear the pump to pump it out.
Welcome to Cruising Alba.
We invite you to join us on our adventure living off-grid and travelling the UK canal network. I'm Miles.
And I'm Marina.
In the last episode, we showed you what we do during the day, living on a boat on the river. We hope it answered some of your questions, so if you missed it, go watch it after this one.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue.
We are on the move again today. We've been on the Upper Thames for a lot longer than we thought we would. We can't wait to go back to Oxford, and we couldn't have picked a better day for cruising.
To get you through the maze.
One thing I really like about the Thames is because it's really wavy, we can actually see the boats ahead of us, and those boats, they're like in different parts of the wavy bits of the Thames, so then we can actually see where the river goes.
The dreams are not the same for me, standing by the shore while you're not take this anymore. There are a lot of voices.
So we've been on the Thames 2.5 weeks, and not once have we had a lock keeper do the lock for us. We've missed them all. It'd be nice to have them though.
There are a lot of choices waiting to be made. Too many choices making me afraid. Dreams are not the same for me, standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot take this anymore. The dreams are not the same for me, standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot
Yeah, we're back in Oxford.
We are officially in Oxford. We are at the last lock, and it's an electric one. We're also sharing it with canoeists, so they are doing all the work.
Trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get through.
The river opens up just before Port Meadow. This meadow is an ancient area of grazing land, and according to legend, it hasn't been ploughed in 4,000 years. So the land is full of well-contained archaeological remains. And apparently in the 80s and 90s, this meadow was known for its free festivals.
Open sea, cannot take this anymore. The dreams are not the same for me, standing by the shore while you're the open sea. Cannot take
is great. We love this view. This is the best view ever. So what do you think about the sailing boat coming close?
Yeah, it got really close, didn't it? It was quite cool seeing it that up close.
I know.
I did think it was going to crash into us.
It would have been funny if it did.
Well, you were filming it, so...
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice spot.
Great spot. We were looking for this when we got to Oxford, but we couldn't find like a free pontoon or anywhere to moor up. Now we are by the pub.
It's a pub mooring, so that means we've got to go to the pub, which tough. I know it's better than paying for parking, isn't it?
Yeah.
We went to the pub for a taste of normality, but we were blown away by how special the garden looked inside. We also brought a map with us so we can map all of the places and the dates where we stayed at.
Yeah, June.
There was somewhere else then.
Wow, Port Meadow introduced us to one of the best spots on the Thames to see the sunset. The wide open sky is everywhere, and it was as if the river was gently putting out the fire of the setting sun.
Under this starry sky.
Hi, is that Jason? Hi, I'm just having a look at your Seagull outboard on Gumtree. Would you be able to deliver it if we paid a bit extra? So, I'm getting an outboard. It's a vintage engine, a Seagull apparently. I know you're not going to enjoy this, but I'm going to get loads of fun out of it. What I want Jason to do is bring me a jerry can of petrol and some two-stroke oil.
We need to find a new mooring spot. We can't stay on this pontoon any longer, so we're jumping in a dinghy and going around the corner to see what's available. And because the dinghy engine is being delivered today, this might be our last row.
You're not going past a petrol station, are you, by any chance? So, dinghy, engine, oil and petrol being delivered within the hour.
In an hour?
Within the hour, yeah.
This is the last. This is
the last row.
We've just found a spot, so we're going back straight away.
The mooring we just found was pretty much behind us, so Miles reversed the boat all the way there.
She looks good, darling, and we got a room beach.
So our new dinghy engine has just been delivered to the car park of the pub. Oh god. What do you think?
It's cute. What do you think?
Pretty loud?
You didn't think it was fast?
No.
Better than rowing.
You manifested it really quickly.
What, the engine?
Yeah. You literally talked about it in the morning, I looked it up, and it was, now I've got it.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
We're pretty far away. Luckily we've got oars with us, but
That's it.
that's it. Part 2.
God, I didn't think I'd be rowing this quickly again.
We need a tow.
We do need a tow.
Maybe just bring petrol with us next time.
Should have.
Well, okay, so this new engine sits pretty heavy at the back of the boat. In order to row more efficiently, we had to change places.
All that ever was is alright.
So with the engine pretty loud, we can no longer call it Zenda.
It's now called the blender.
It's not called the blender.
It is blender.
It's not blender.
Blender.
It's not blender.
Yeah. A flipping loud tender. Blender.
It's a loud tender.
It's blender. Tell us what you think in the comments. Blender
Or something actually
or
interesting.
tender McTenderface?
Come on, we can do better. In the afternoon today, we saw a grasshopper jumping on our roof, and it's 9:30 and it's still there, so I think it needs saving. We're gonna go and rescue. So here it is.
Is he moving?
Yeah.
Come on. There you go.
It's nice to see that river is enjoyed by many different people. So little price to pay for staying in this beautiful spot is being in a public place, where everyone comes for a picnic or a party.
We're gonna have tea and watch a movie. So I'm going into the bedroom to set up the lights.
This time tomorrow, where will we be? Sailing across an empty sea.
One of the perks of living in a boat is being able to practice yoga with an incredible, ever-changing view. And this particular spot is even more amazing. If I wake up early enough, I can spot loads of bunnies running around on the grass all around our boat.
Taking the side panel off because I had a shower but couldn't hear the pump to pump it out. Had a look outside and the outlet's dry. And where's the water going? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need a light. How strange. What I was expecting would be a little pump there. The water goes into the pump, and it shoots it out the side of the boat. Now, from what I can see here, we've got the pipe drain, and then a pipe that comes all the way down here. And I can't see anything that goes out the side of the boat, even though the water leaves from the side of the boat.
From my experience, geese, ducks and swans don't like salad, but I keep trying.
I'm going into the bathtub to have a look at the water pump to see if I can understand anything.
On narrowboats, the drain is located below the water level, and that's why you need an extra pump to get the shower water out. That's the pump that is broken. Alba is almost 30 years old, so things like that are kind of expected. After cleaning the filter out, I tried running the water through, but the pump didn't start. Our understanding of water pumps is pretty limited, so we are going to let the professionals deal with it this time. We can't be happier that we're on the river right now. And until the water pump is fixed, we can have our showers in the Thames. It makes sense to go for a run first though, so the water wouldn't seem that cold. Plus, I wanted to find that rope swing that we saw from the water on the way here. Next time, we're welcoming guests on Alba, a bunch of friends that we haven't seen since lockdown started. Little did we know that a quiet weekend on the river will bring big changes to their lives. A huge thank you to all of you for watching. If you just found us, welcome on board. Please subscribe and follow along our journey. Give us a like if you enjoyed this episode. If you regularly watch our videos, please consider supporting our production on Patreon. It really helps us to continue making these videos for you every week. See you in the next one.
I'm on a boat, everybody look at me 'cause I'm